Ladies and gentlemen, this one habit completely changed my life. And I do believe that it can change every single human being's life. And so, before noticing that, yes, I look like shit because I just came back from running, and this is how you look like after you got a proper running session done. Diving right into the goal, many times, and this is my experience as a human being, and I would like to be completely upfront here because this is what this channel is all about. I have many days when I feel like a piece of shit. I have the tendency to actually feel worthless, to experience the feeling of worthless. I have some tendencies, and this is why I'm phrasing it in such a way, because I'm not talking this over to myself. Rather, I'm actually contemplating reality, right? So I have the tendency to experience, not me, this is an experience. I'm not associating with that experience, right? To feel like a piece of crap. And so we can, phrase it this way, that way, but that is a human experience, okay? And so I can say to you with my greatest conviction that I found a method that works all the time. When experiencing such feelings, it is associated with something as, for example, fear, right? And so the solution is to isolate something that you are afraid of or that makes you feel, frightened, and just do that. Like something that you don't feel a tendency to do. So, for example, let me tell you a story from yesterday. Yesterday, I went through an experience which wasn't the most pleasant. I would say that the experience was something like, kind of lonely, kind of hopeless. These were the feelings that we're experiencing. And I was afraid of one thing because it just popped in my mind. It's like, man, today there's like an open jam session, meaning that you can just go up stage and you can just, sing and play the guitar, whatever. And since I'm, a hobby musician, I sing rap and all the good stuff, I was like, yeah, that is what I'm supposed to be doing. So it's like, I went there. I was like, I don't want to go up stage. I don't want to do that. I was like, my inner was like, motherfucker, you do that. Motherfucker, you do that, right? And so I was thinking about it, and I was like, I don't care. I just went off stage, and I was killing it. Like, I was like literally killing it. Like, when I came down from the stage, it was like, everyone was like, well, fuck yeah, bro. Well fucking done. And I was like, this is good. And after that, I was like, yes, like this is the thing that works. And I was like, what's next? What I'm completely fucking totally, afraid of. What men are usually fucking afraid of? I don't care if you're whoever you are. Talking to girls. Talking to fucking girls. It's like, you can phrase it as you'd like to. You can come fresh from the gym, made $1 trillion. You can come, fresh from the gym. You just, cashed in $1 million. You were killing it today. You're the most fucking proud of yourself. It is still fucking stressful to talk with women who you find fucking attractive. It's stressful. Like, this is reality. This is stressful. It's like, of course, you're a man and you're, this is why you're a fucking man. It's like, I don't care how I feel. I'm still fucking doing that thing. And this is the idea. It's like, but it's still stressful. It's still just stressful, right? It's like naturally, like talking with the opposite sex is stressful. It's like, it's way much more comfortable to talk with the same sex. I wouldn't like to get into this more in detail, but you got the idea. And so what I don't really want, like what I don't really have to move to do this, like, approaching girls. Fuck that. Okay. So now I've done that. And it turned out that I made some so awesome connections and I have been able to level up so freaking much that I'm like, man, Like every single time when a human being is experiencing something that is unpleasant, and call it fucking crisis, I don't care. Call it a crisis. The solution is not to like hide behind that, but to step up and face those fucking fears. And pretty much every single spiritual literature, and I wouldn't like to um, make comments or anything, but is pretty much everything in sensible spiritual literature is eventually mentioning this idea that facing your fears and facing the things that you are afraid of will eventually elevate your soul. So it's like now I'm on a higher level. It's not like you became, king of the jungle, or like you became enlightened, but you actually stepped up to a higher level, right? Because you've done something that you didn't want to do. It's like you knew that you're supposed to be doing it, but you were like you had a wall that you just simply have to go on through. So it's like you went through that obstacle, and so going through that obstacle is pretty much building something inside of you that is there's confidence itself. It's higher level stuff. It's blessing. It's God itself. It's something that is higher. It's like you're your higher self. It's like you're doing stuff that you don't normally do. And so when I came down stage, I was like, man, like, I can't do anything that I want. I mean, like, I can do whatever. So I was like, really, like, shaky. I was like, and I was like at a place, and it's like, I'm high. And for the psychologist fellows out there, this might sound like the perfect solution for the perfect description of a crisis, but that might be. But good news, guys, I found a fucking solution. And it works. It works. It never did let me down. And please, anyone, if you have the tendency to experience such emotions, and you do this, meaning that you do something that you are afraid of doing, I mean, not something that, is stupid, but something that is, good for you and you're afraid of doing, like making a phone call or talking to someone or doing something, whatever, then just try doing that and see where it goes. That will solve the problem. Love.